In this video, I'll be sharing with you the pros and cons of living on the South Side in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, we're going to kick off with some of the cons of living on the South Side. For a lot of folks, it is extremely pricey. The prices have gone up on the South Side in regards to rentals and also home prices. For commercial, it's also going up because a lot of the businesses want to move over to the South Side. So the price is going to be the number one con I'm going to mention here. When I first moved to Jacksonville over 20 years ago, I was looking for a home and I lived on the South Side, but it was more closer to downtown. So it was an area that really was kind of a fixer-upper neighborhood, first-time home buyer area, older homes. It was a good purchase. But the South Side, where most people talk about, is nearly, it's closer to the beach, St. John's Bluff Boulevard, it's Bay Meadows, it's Southside Boulevard, it's Atlantic Boulevard, it's the Avenues Mall. In areas like this is when people really who understand the South Side, that the cost of it, more and more people are moving there. So what is happening is the prices of land has gone up tremendously because of the tremendous excitement of the South Side and the growth of the South Side. So even 20 years ago, back in 1999, when I moved here, I lived on the South Side. Some people would consider it the South, but it was more or less near downtown, but going south back in 99. And I lived there for a while. Values shot up. I think I bought a house back there for about $50,000 back in, actually it was about 2000, March of 2000. Prices shot up to about $119,000. We sold that property back in 2006. So when we sold our property there off of Emerson, Cedar Drive area, shout out to that side of town there. I was looking, I said, me and my wife were looking for homes. So we were like, okay, well, where are we gonna go? So we were looking at the South Side, and the prices even back then was astronomical. So we couldn't afford it at that time. And not to say that others couldn't afford it, but we just wasn't in a position. So we ended up moving to another part of town. The prices have steadily gone up over there. So you're looking at, for price-wise, probably a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, relatively, 16, 18, 2,000 square feet. You're looking at probably roughly $350 minimum, $350,000 minimum with a subdivision, if not $425. So the prices have definitely gone up. As far as a rental, if you can find any over there, as far as renting out homes, you're looking at roughly probably $2,200, probably to about $2,600. They do have a lot of apartment communities, but even with that, you're looking at $1,600 probably for a 1-bedroom. Now, the newer the apartments and townhomes or whatever, of course, it's going to be more expensive. There's certain areas on the South Side where you can find cheaper properties, but they're hard to come by. Number one is the price. Okay, so that was one of the cons there. For the pros, what you're going to find is everything is there on the South Side for the most part. And what I mean by that, you have the town center, which is a very popular shopping area of town. It's very near the beach area. You have tons of nice progressive hotel. You have tons of restaurants. You have tons of bars. You have tons of, entertainment that's on the South Side. So it's a lot of different things that are available for you. A lot of, shopping areas. The Avenues Mall is real popular. You find a lot of strip mall areas, a lot of thriving businesses on the South Side. You got your Sam's, you got your BJ's, all the normal stores, but then you have different restaurants, your movie theaters, a lot of popular car stores on the South Side. You get, upscale cars over there, automobiles, trucks, so it's just a lot going on over there. Typically, what you're gonna normally see is just a lot of growth as well, but people are excited about that area. Okay, so another con, what I would say is you have to really be careful, like I mentioned earlier, just the certain neighborhoods you go in, because it would be on the South Side.
Most cities got one hood. See how the audience laughed at that?
But a lot of times there's pockets of areas that are not as thriving as far as resale value or rental value, so there'll be a lot more rentals. Be careful with some areas that don't have HOAs. I know a lot of folks that don't particularly are a fan of that, but definitely beware. So you're gonna find some areas on the south side, like the typical area I lived in when I first moved over there. It was considered the south side, but it just lacked some things with it not being no HOA. But you had a lot of renters that came in there. You had a lot of things going on over there. So with that brings, some renters and just people just not really keeping up their homes. So you have to kind of know where to go on the south side for the most part. And so there's areas just to be concerned with. I know the area that I was in, there was nothing when I first moved there. The wild dogs would be roaming the streets. There was some crime issues, some theft issues. There was drugs in that area, and I had to get out. It was just becoming too much. Very nice people, a lot of nice people over there, but it was just an element over there, and you could see people who were on the up and up started moving out. Now it's totally different. All the investors have come over there, and folks have fixed their homes up, and the values have shot up a lot over there as well. But it's not like the areas near the town center and, like I said, the Avenues Mall and such, going towards the beach, Monument, Atlantic, over that area. So that's something to think about. If you would, just hit that like button, subscribe. Welcome to my channel. Love helping people when moving to Jacksonville, Florida. Please stay tuned to the end. I got some bonus areas there on the south side I think you're gonna enjoy. Okay, so let me go to another con on the south side, and I think this, and I've spoken about this on my other videos, is the traffic. You do have a lot of traffic on the south side. You're gonna see that the morning rush hour, folks going to downtown. Just with everything that is going on the south side, you're gonna run into traffic. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of building going on the south side in particular. A lot of homes, communities popping up all over. You blink your eye and something, there's some growth. So with that, it slows down the traffic a lot of times. And so it's just, one thing to be aware of. Okay, so let's move on to another pro. What I would say, a couple of pros, I spoke a little bit about entertainment, but Top Golf is very, very popular over there on the south side. And then also they have a place where you can do jumps over there out of the area, like if, for kids and stuff. It's right near there. So those are two popular areas that definitely, I say, check out. And there's just a lot of other entertainment areas for you, for folks. And so those are pros. And it's just side of town, you got a lot of golfing areas as well. Affordable golf. If you like to take golf lessons. Some of my friends, they like to golf, so some great places for golf. I know when I was into softball, you got great hitting ranges, tennis courts. So just a lot of athletic things to do over there. Another pro I would say is the colleges. You got Jacksonville University, you got a University of North Florida, and you got FCCJ. So you got some great colleges over there. So that boosts the area economically. Nice sporting events, football and basketball. So those are very popular things. And what brings nice colleges, you bring funds, people pour into those areas of town. So some other pros is the parks. A lot of nice parks there on the south side. They have small parks, big parks, a little bit of everything. What I noticed, a lot of folks like to have their parties outside at some of these parks there on the south side. I know it's really popular and it's all over town, but it's really cool. All right, so moving on to another con. A lot of times folks, I want to say this, I think they let their guard down a little bit because they're on the south side. And so there is some areas of town that you just got to be careful with. Some apartment complexes, there's been some issues with crime. Typically it's property theft and things of this nature. For folks, what I would say the con is sometimes we're in a certain area and it's common sense really, and it's just being street smart, but some folks let their guard down because they feel like the crime is not as bad on the south side, which the numbers will dictate it's not as much in other areas of town, but there's still stuff that happens. So, it's just one of those things. You just pay attention to your surroundings, of course. But a lot of times people just get a little too comfortable. So that would be a con, just common knowledge. Thank you for sticking with me. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Love to help you out when moving to Jacksonville, Florida. So another area that is close to the south side that is really booming is the Bartram Park area. And that's even heading more south, like you're going to St. Johns County. The Bartram Park, they're adding a lot more, affordable, not really affordable housing. They say upscale housing, but there are more hospitals towards that Bartram area, a lot of growth, nice area. And when I say nice, just adding more shops, adding more infrastructure, business parks. They have a great food market over there, outside market for plants and things there near Bartram. Great, and just the growth over there has been amazing. It's just a very popular area, feeding into kind of the Mandarin, St. Augustine Road, and I have family that live over there. And so I see the growth firsthand by working over there and working on the South Side for years. I've seen it. So that's just an area of town that's really close to the South Side. If you can afford that area, definitely check into that. And the location and parts of the South Side are really close to downtown area as well. They're not too far. So, that's another pro and it's another location. So just wanted to share with you pros and cons of the South Side. Thank you for paying attention and checking me out. I'll have other videos coming up. If you have any questions, just let me know. What is your favorite part of the South Side? What do you get out of it? What do you like? What's some of your pros and cons? Get in contact with me. Shoot me a text. Give me a call. We'll do a Zoom. However you need to get in contact. Love to help you in moving to the area. Check out some of my other videos and hope to talk to you soon.